that I'm covering tonight for our family business. And so I decided this is a great time to come on here and talk to you guys. I apologize that I'm looking at the road often, but I'm not really apologizing because I should be, because I'm driving. But this is the best time for me to get on here and talk to you, so that's why I'm doing it. Today is Friday, November 6th. What a week it has been. Remember last Friday when I said, gosh, I should really work on changing things up a bit and coming on here and coming back to you guys with a nice update on weight loss? Well, it didn't quite happen. I know, I'm just as upset as you are. So this week's weigh-in result is that I'm up 0.6. I know! So, last week I was up, I think, 0.4. This week I'm up 0.6. That's a total of 1 pound in 2 weeks. Plus. So, now I've got to really kick my butt into gear because, like, I think I stepped on the scale. It was 192.3 or 4 this morning. So, too much. Too much. So, I have to figure some things out. Here's the deal. Like, Monday was my son's birthday of this week. Last weekend we had a blast. I wasn't tracking through the weekend. We went out of town. We celebrated by going to a hotel in downtown St. Paul, Minnesota, and it was just so much fun. And then, yeah, we overindulged. We even got pizza for takeout. It was yummy. Maybe I'll insert some pictures. I can't quite remember for sure if I kept those pictures. I think I did. Anyways, so then this week hit. And it wasn't like, I guess the biggest thing for me is tracking. I know that I gave some good advice in the last video about how to track and how to stay on top of things, but I didn't take my own advice. And so I'm sorry for that. I'm sorry to you, and I'm sorry to me, because that's truly how to make change happen, is to follow and to go with what you say, right? So I didn't do that. And so I can say that it's a goal for this upcoming week, that's what I want to do, because I obviously do. I do not want to sway in the direction of weight gain because I'm just so sick of it. And every fraction of a pound getting closer to 200 scares me, and I just, but obviously it hasn't scared me enough to jump back on track and start tracking again. And I kept thinking to myself, what's the difference between pre-COVID and COVID? I mean, not including COVID itself. So what was I doing differently in March than what I'm doing now? And I've got like a list of things. So some of the things are like, okay, working from home more often. Like, I used to work from home a fraction of my day or a fraction of my week, but not full time. And so now I'm working from home full time. So that obviously is a big change for me. 2, activity wise, yes, I try to strive for 10,000 steps per day, but I don't always do that. In the hospital I did, because I was constantly walking. And then because I was walking so much in the hospital, I had less time to snack and eat. And then I kind of thought about it. I was like, well, there were some items that I wouldn't eat in my department around my coworkers, because, like, who wants to show off eating all day long, right? Or snacking all day long? And that kind of was a deterrent from me from snacking or eating the wrong foods. But at home, when nobody's watching and nobody cares what I eat except me, I tend to be more relaxed about it. So I have to somehow, like, recently, within the last week or two, I have been working in my office with a closed door, like 100% of the time, which is a big change for me because I used to be be able to just pick up my laptop and work wherever I wanted around the house. And so now that I have a designated spot of where I'm working, I think that's really going to help me to keep my butt out of the kitchen, or it won't be as accessible for me to go to the kitchen, right? So that's one thing I can do. We just went over a whole bunch of railroad tracks, sorry. Another thing is that just, I don't know if it's willpower or discipline, but I just don't seem to have it in me to stop buying the foods that I shouldn't be eating. Like, I used to be one that would say, well, I'm just not the type of person that cannot not have the food in my house. Like, the food just is going to be in my house. Like, I've got to deal with the fact that I have to have enough discipline not to eat that food, because I can't have the household where the foods that are triggers for me aren't allowed, because my husband likes to eat some of those foods and he has better discipline than me. So why am I not allowing him to have those foods in the house? Now, I know my husband is very accommodating. He would be willing to not have those foods in the house if it meant that was more successful for me, but I don't feel comfortable doing that. Plus, I kind of want those foods in the house for when I want to eat them. So, I don't know. I guess it all kind of goes back to reformulating what my why is, which I never did sit down or take the time to sit down and figure out this last week. So now this weekend and this coming week going forward, I'm going to reevaluate my why. I'm going to, because I don't have any games to cover this weekend, I don't have any out of town trips to make, so it's just truly me sitting down and making the time to figure out my why. The other thing I didn't do last weekend that would have been more successful for me this week was to meal plan and grocery shop, which I didn't get a chance to do because, again, I was out of town all the way leading up to Sunday night, and I just didn't make a trip to the grocery store throughout the week. So that's important. I have to do that again. And then, because I know I'm successful that way, and then I've just got to track. Oh, and I got to drink more water. So I've got to find a way to cut out whatever other drinks that I'm drinking through the day. So I don't drink alcohol or beer, but I do like to drink a iced coffee in the morning, a diet Mountain Dew after my iced coffee, and then lately here I bought like a 4-pack of what's that energy drink? Red Bull. My daughter got me on those, and I shouldn't be drinking them because it's full flavored, and I'm not drinking the diet Red Bulls, so I should just stop. So that's what I will cut out from my diet this week, or from my drinking consumption. I will replace that with water. I just bought 4 new cups from Target that are like the Starbucks cups kind of thing, but they're the knockoff brand and not as big. So that's what I'm going to do, is drink more water. And then track. So, yes, that is my goal. That is my plan. If you follow me on Instagram, guys, send me a message each morning if you want to, and remind me to track, or ask me, hey, did you track today? Are you tracking? What are you having for breakfast? What did you have for lunch? Because that'll help me. That will help me tremendously. So, or maybe I'll just put a calendar message in my phone for every morning to track my food for the day. Yes! Calendar reminder. Let's try that, everyone. So, and then also, towards the end of last week, my batteries died on my scale. So, I don't know, maybe it's been a while since my scale has actually been working like 100%. So I changed the batteries, got back on the scale, and that's what I got with this morning, was another increase. So I was feeling quite thin. You know, like that feeling you get when you're not bloated and you actually feel like you're less weight than normal? That's what I was feeling. I was going into today, I was kind of feeling like I was good. Like I was going to have a loss. Most of the days, I stayed very conservative with my food choices, so I know this is going to be water weight. That's okay. You get back on track, right? Reset. readjusting my focus. So if you're with me to readjust your focus, let me know. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Give me a nice, friendly, updated comment down below and let me know that you're with me. And let's get through this next week successfully together. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good rest of your night and your weekend, and we'll see you next time.